body motion. Many communication experts say that 85% of your communication is nonverbal, subconscious. The way you move, your voice, and the words that you use also has an impact. And most of it is nonverbal. In a moment, everyone has the handout. And I'm going to ask you to hand it to someone to your left. So if you write anything on there, it's okay, they're going to hand it right back. I want you to experience something and how powerful it is. Also, what I talk about is what I've done workshops with many of the high-tech companies, and I talk about global communication. Most of it's nonverbal. No matter if you have an accent or English isn't your first language, there are other things you need to do so that you really stand out and communicate powerfully. So go ahead and hand the notes, the information, the paper to someone to your left, or if you're at the end, someone to your right. And then I want you to experience something. Things you need to do. Okay. You stop at one person. Don't keep going. All right, everyone, pass it over to somebody. I'm going to tell you to pass it back in a moment. I want you to watch something first before you hand it back to them. I need some help. Can you help me, please? No one. Pleasure. Come on out. You're going to hand it back in a special way. And then I'll explain the magic behind what I'm talking about. You're going to hand it back to that person like it's extremely valuable. You know? Wow. Give her a hand. Thank you. So hand it back like it's very valuable. Extremely valuable. Hand it back to that person that just gave it to you. Hand it back like it's very valuable. Whoever gave you that note paper, hand it back to them like it's very valuable. Okay, this is the 4 secrets of a prop. The golden rules about a prop. And a prop could be your resume. It could be, if you're working for a company, the product brochure or the alpha information. It could be marketing information. If you're doing a presentation, it could be a computer screen or overhead projection. And if you don't have any of those, you're the prop, the way you're moving. The mistake people make, and this is a technique both I discovered through NLP and martial arts, and I'll cover some more about it in a second. The mistake people make would be they'll talking about their resume or their company, and they'll say, "Oh, this is great. These are my credentials. Oh, you're going to love what I do." The words are one thing, but the body motion is saying it's not really that valuable. Or, "Oh yeah, here's my resume." Just tossing it on the table, like it's really not that valuable. So, first secret. Yeah, when you hand your resume to in a job interview, the do that you want to do is, in an instant, in a blink, you hand it to them with value. And in this case, this is an extreme. You don't want to do it that extreme. They're going to wonder what's wrong with it. Just hand it with value. And they'll perceive it. They'll say, "Oh, okay." And they'll get, and then at an unconscious level, they'll get this perception of this must be important, must be valuable. Whoever you are, and this information on here must be valuable. So when you hand your resume to somebody in a job interview, hand it to them with value. And even what I suggested, don't leave it on the table. Actually hand it to them. And usually when I do presentations and meetings, that's what I advise you to do, and that's what I do. I even was coaching the CFO of a company, and I told them when the investors come into the room, instead of having all the information on the tables, hand it to them one by one like it's very valuable. And what you're doing is you're setting the stage right then and there in a blink. And they're saying, "Oh, this must be important. This person must be valuable." And just by your body motions alone. And so again, this is a way of communicating both congruently with your voice and your words and your motions. And in NLP or in martial arts, the way I kind of pick this up is when we're working with weapons, we're told to handle them like an extension of our body so that we respect them and the people around us respect them. And I started noticing great communicators, they do that also when they're holding things. They're holding them like they're very valuable.